call saying, we need you guys to sign non-disclosure agreements. And we were like, why? What's going on? What is this for? She says, well, somebody in the family has sold a story to a magazine. We were like, what are you talking about? Who did this? She said, Granddad. And that's Stephen's grandfather. And now, if you know my dad, he is the most respected, the most integrity. Would never.
It seems that Allison Holker may be facing a lawsuit from the family of Stephen tWitch boss. This legal action stems from allegations made in her memoir, inconsistencies in her statements, and her refusal to let the family see Stephen's children. For over 2 years, Stephen's family has tried to remain silent and gracious, giving Allison space to grieve. However, they now feel that taking legal action is the only way to assert their rights as a family to see their grandchildren and to protect Stephen's legacy. Connie boss Alexander and Dre Rose spoke with CBS Morning yesterday, where they expressed their concerns about the memoir and denied several claims made by Allison. They specifically mentioned that they do not believe Stephen was struggling with any issues. There are issues with substances they had never encountered before, and they are skeptical about the claims regarding Stephen's alleged behavior. They don't necessarily believe those are the reasons for his absence, nor do they accept the other explanations and bizarre stories that Allison included in her book. Some of the statements she made in the book even contradict what they were told by Allison 2 years ago, creating a complete mess for them. Following all this, Allison issued a statement to CBS, listing everything she claims the family has done to see the kids and how she intended to help them maintain a relationship. However, privately she isn't communicating with them and her list is inaccurate. Connie has only seen the kids twice since Stephen's passing, and both times it was difficult to get her to agree to the visits. Now, because Allison has been slandering family members and tarnishing Stephen's legacy, the situation has become even more complicated. The family is currently seeking legal action regarding the situation involving the children. Earlier today they set up a GoFundMe page, initiated by Alan Boss, who is Connie's brother. The family has provided me with a link, which I will share along with details about their goals and plans. Connie released a statement expressing the family's deep disappointment with the misleading accounts and inconsistencies found in Allison's book. She stated, "We, the Boss family, are completely appalled by the portrayal of Stephen. As a family, we have consistently shown compassion towards Allison, despite her disrespectful and evasive behavior since Stephen's passing. Her depiction of Stephen seems to reshape his story to fit her narrative. These statements, along with her insensitive views on mental health, add unnecessary pain during this already challenging time. Stephen deserves better treatment both in life and in death, and her claims lead us to question everything she has said, both publicly and privately. Because of the unverified statements in Allison's memoir, we have decided to seek legal counsel to investigate this matter further. There are many unanswered questions. The Boss family is seeking answers regarding the hurtful claims made in Allison's recent memoir. Over the past 2 years they have reached out multiple times, but the only acknowledgement they receive is when they go public. They are now looking for a resolution and closure, asking for support as they explore legal options. The GoFundMe link is available in their bio, and they express gratitude for any assistance in honoring Stephen's legacy. In their GoFundMe statement, the Boss family shares their heartbreak over the memoir's allegations. Since Stephen's passing, they have grieved privately while striving to honor his memory with compassion, even amid challenging circumstances. However, the statements in the book have prompted them to take action. They believe Stephen was a guiding light in their lives and deserves to be remembered with dignity and truth. Some accounts in the memoir raise serious concerns and misrepresent his character, while also making damaging remarks about mental health. To address these issues, they have decided to seek legal counsel for answers. The goal is to protect Stephen's legacy, and all donations will go directly towards legal fees and related costs. Any unused funds will be transparently reported and either returned to donors or redirected, with donor consent, to a cause that reflects Stephen's values. Your support means the world to us and we thank you. So far, they have received about $3,500 in donations, and there will likely be more by the time this video goes live. This initiative was set up by Alan Boss, who is Han's brother, and he sent me the link to share. I don't have all the details about the plan yet, but one of the key issues is parental rights, specifically grandparents' rights. The children live in California, where the law provides certain rights to grandparents in unique situations. One such situation occurs when a parent has passed away, allowing the grandparent of the deceased parent to petition the court for visitation and access to the child. In these cases, relationships can sometimes break down, and the surviving parent may deny access to the bereaved parent's family. Therefore, one avenue they are exploring is establishing grandparent rights for Connie through the court to facilitate visitation that wouldn't depend on Allison's discretion. Regardless of Allison's intentions, there are numerous other paths they can pursue. She has made some quite damaging statements, including serious accusations against family members, claiming they sold stories and blamed her. In her book, she made defamatory remarks about Stephen's mother and brother, as well as some of his uncles and aunts. Additionally, she accused a trusted man in Stephen's family of committing a terrible act against him, which raises doubts about all the men in Stephen's life. No one in the family has ever heard of these allegations regarding Stephen. Furthermore, in her book, she claims that Stephen's stepfather took his own life to protect his son Maddox from Stephen's supposed intent to harm him, mirroring the harm he himself suffered. This is an incredibly shocking and horrific allegation, and it's hard to comprehend. It's disgusting, and she has no evidence to support any of these claims. There are now questions about whether these journals even exist. Regardless of Allison's intentions, there are numerous other paths they can pursue. She has made some quite damaging statements, including serious accusations against family members, claiming they sold stories and blamed her. In her book, she made defamatory remarks about Stephen's mother and brother, as well as some of his uncles and aunts. Additionally, she accused a trusted man in Stephen's family of committing a terrible act against him, which raises doubts about all the men in Stephen's life. No one in the family has ever heard of these allegations regarding Stephen. Furthermore, in her book, she claims that Stephen's stepfather took his own life to protect his son Maddox from Stephen's supposed intent to harm him, mirroring the harm he himself suffered. This is an incredibly shocking and horrific allegation, and it's hard to comprehend. It's disgusting, and she has no evidence to support any of these claims. There are now questions about whether these journals even exist. Her plan seems to be to tarnish Stephen's memory, perhaps to elevate her own status. Honestly, I wish I could understand her motives better. The family is now considering legal action, and while you can choose to support them or not, pursuing legal matters like this can be incredibly costly. They don't have the financial means for it, especially since Stephen didn't leave them any inheritance. Allison has received all of it, and while they don't care about that, she also has access to significantly more resources than they do. They just want a fair chance to fight for their rights and conduct any necessary investigations, whether that involves accessing his phone, journals, or anything else that could provide the answers they desperately seek. Unfortunately, this can only be achieved through legal means, which must be incredibly difficult for them. I feel awful that it has come to this. I did contribute to their cause, and you can see my donation listed. Of course, you're not obligated to donate if you don't wish to, but I want to support them in any way I can in their quest for answers. But also to see the kids, because at the end of the day, there are children here who are being completely alienated from Stephen's family. Stephen loved his family and would have never wanted this for his kids. Allison often says that they don't know Stephen and tries to undermine their credibility by claiming that if they truly knew him, they would understand that he wants this. No one who knows Stephen would ever want this. Connie's statement to CBS after everything aired, and this is how I'll conclude this video, was her response after finishing the book. Devastated does not begin to describe my pain. I am blindsided and heartbroken by the cruel and reckless implications in her book, which not only dishonor my son's memory but also inflict irreparable harm on our grieving family. Irreparable harm, reputational harm, pain, and emotional distress. That's what Allison has done. So please consider helping the family if you can. If not, please share the GoFundMe with others and help spread the word. Thank you so much. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.